We're not going to take long because we have to move out for the march. Let me say this, all of you under the trees, come on out, because we're going to line up. Today was a day to show our strength. Thousands of you come 60 years later to say that we are the continuation of a movement. 60 years later, we are facing affirmative action being suspended, and there are people that are trying to go after businesses. You heard from the Fearless Fund. They're going after diversity in large corporations. They're going after firms. I want to announce today that we're going to fight back. We are not going to let you take affirmative action and diversity firms. I'm like a doctor. I'll make house calls. We will march on the homes and the companies that if you think you can take money out of our community and cut us off, we are not going to allow that. We're going to have a fall of economic sanctions against those that bow to this. Secondly, we're building a unity here. When we see blacks and Jews and Latinos and Asians come together, they're trying to separate us. When Martin Luther King III and Andrea Waters King has orchestrated, along with us in National Action Network, is a unity that we are not going to take this. We're going to march and show thousands of us in these streets going together. They will not be able to turn back the clock. They want to stop blacks from voting. We're going to vote anyhow. No matter how hard you make it, we coming anyhow. They're going to try to put women back in the kitchen with an apron. We're not going back in the kitchen. We're not putting the apron back on. They're trying to tell gays, get back in the closet. We're not going back in the closet. We're going to lock the closet. We're going to stand up for who we are and where we are and what we are. Our fathers fought for this, and we're going to maintain it. 60 years ago, Martin Luther King talked about a dream. 60 years later, we're the dreamers. The problem is we're facing the schemers. It's the streamers on one side, the schemers on the other. The dreamers are fighting for voting rights. The schemers are changing voter regulations in states. The dreamers are standing up for women's right to choose. The schemers are arguing whether they're going to make you stop at 6 weeks or 15 weeks. The dreamers are saying that if you're LGBTQ or trans, you have a right to your life. The schemers are saying we're going to make you look like you're something that should not be tolerated in human society. It's the dreamers against